Last week, 2 operators lost deals for the same reason. Not pricing, not skill, not competition. They responded too late. While they were writing follow-up emails, updating their CRM, summarizing meetings, and scheduling next steps, someone else already replied. Faster, cleaner, more professional. That's not a job problem, that's an admin problem, and AI is already replacing that part of the work. Most operators make the same mistake with AI. They ask it one-off questions. Write this email. Summarize this doc. Clean up these notes. That helps, but it doesn't change anything. The operators winning right now don't ask AI for answers. They assign it processes. Not summarize this meeting, but handle all post-meeting follow-ups. Not draft this email, but track every client deadline and draft follow-ups automatically. That shift from tasks to systems is everything. Let's compress this. AI replaces work that is repetitive, rule-based, information-moving, low judgment. That's admin work. Not your role, not your authority, not your accountability, just the friction around it. Here's what that actually looks like in practice. You're no longer drafting status emails. You're deciding which client gets priority. You're no longer logging calls. You're handling the exception that breaks the workflow. You're no longer chasing updates. You're resolving the issue that requires judgment. AI handles the movement of information. You handle the moments where decisions matter. That's the operator shift. Here's the simple rule operators should use. AI touches everything that moves information. Humans touch everything that moves risk. If a task sends, sorts, summarizes, tracks, drafts, or logs, AI handles it. If a task commits, decides, promises, escalates, or owns outcomes, you keep it. This boundary prevents disasters and builds trust. Let's make this real. Post-meeting follow-ups. Before AI, you finish a call, you take rough notes, you forget details, you delay follow-up, you lose momentum. With an operator-grade AI workflow, the meeting ends, the transcript is captured automatically. AI summarizes key decisions, action items, deadlines, AI drafts, a follow-up email, a CRM update, an internal task list. You review, edit, and send. Total human time, 3 to 5 minutes. Before, 20 to 30 minutes. And that 3 to 5 minutes is reviewing, not creating from scratch, which usually means better quality, not worse. You catch tone issues, you adjust context, you keep control. No judgment outsourced, no promises made without you, just friction removed. Here's another one. Client deadline tracking. Right now, most operators handle this manually. You check project timelines. You set calendar reminders for yourself. You write reminder emails one by one as deadlines approach, and sometimes you forget until it's too late. Here's what the AI-driven version looks like. The system monitors every client deadline automatically. 48 hours before a deadline, AI drafts a reminder email based on the project context. It includes what's due, who's responsible, and what happens next. If the client doesn't respond within 24 hours, the system escalates it to you with a flag. No response, needs attention. Everything logs in your CRM automatically. You never touch it unless something breaks the pattern. Your job becomes reviewing escalations, not chasing every deadline manually. Same framework, different workflow, same leverage. One more, weekly status reporting. Most operators spend an hour every week doing this. You pull data from 3 different systems. You compare numbers to last week, you write summaries of what happened, you format it into an email or document. You send it to your team or your manager. It's repetitive, it's time-consuming, and it's the exact kind of work AI should handle. Here's the process version. Every Friday at 4 p.m., AI pulls data from your project tracker, CRM, and task system. It compares this week's completed tasks to the plan. It flags anything that's delayed or blocked. It identifies trends, like 3 tasks delayed for the same reason. It generates a status report using your template, summary, wins, blockers, next week's focus. It delivers a draft to your inbox. You spend 5 minutes reviewing it. You adjust the narrative if something needs more context. You add a priority note if needed. You hit send. Total time, 5 minutes instead of 60. And because the system runs every week, it gets better at identifying what matters. You're not writing reports, you're reviewing insights. Notice the pattern across all 3 workflows. Post-meeting follow-ups, deadline tracking, status reporting, they all follow the same structure. AI monitors continuously. AI drafts based on rules you define. AI escalates when it detects an exception. You review, approve, and handle anything that requires judgment. This isn't about replacing your role. It's about removing the repetitive execution so you can focus on the exceptions and decisions. 1 workflow saves you 20 minutes. 3 workflows save you an hour. 10 workflows save you half your week. That's not productivity hacking, that's structural leverage. This week, pick email follow-ups. They're high frequency, low risk, and easy to reverse if you don't like the output. Do this. Write your current follow-up process in 5 bullet points. Let AI draft every follow-up for the next week. You review and send. That's your pilot. No disruption, no systems overhaul, just proof. And if you're worried about compliance, approval, or AI touching clients, start with internal tasks only. No client-facing AI until you've proven it works behind the scenes. That's how operators earn trust without pushing limits. AI isn't replacing operators. It's replacing the invisible work that keeps operators slow. Next video, I'll break down the 3 admin tasks operators should automate first, and the 3 they should never automate. If you want clear, non-hype breakdowns of how operators actually use AI, subscribe to AI Nexus. We focus on systems, not shortcuts.